Hello, fellow Homo sapiens. Welcome to my morning and my big puffy dress. It is 6:53 a.m. and I am brain dead, so forgive my rambles today. I had a 7-hour quantity of sleep, uninterrupted, and went to bed as soon as I got home from work. And after I film this, I'm going to do my yoga and read a little bit and relax. I'm going to go out and watch the sunrise. And then I have a very busy day straight through till work. Why am I giving you the down low? The rundown? Well, partially because I'm brain dead. But also because early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. But why? Why is this the case? Well, you might have noticed that older people tend to go to sleep early and wake early. Our natural circadian rhythm that controls our sleep cycle goes that way. It gets earlier in the day and rising earlier in the day. As we age, that's normal. But it pays dividends to train yourself from being a night owl to a morning person without taking away from your sleep. That's why early to bed and early to rise, because you need a full night's sleep in there. Sleep is so important for your health and your cognitive abilities and your long-term cognitive abilities and many systems in our body. It's the only time that the human growth hormone for repair is done, brain cleanup, the street sweeper cells come out, on and on. I made in my blog on self-care and the please skill and other things, I mentioned a lot about sleep's importance. Won't get into that too much, but just, you can't just start getting up early and robbing yourself of sleep. That's like you may have heard this one, you may not. My mom said it all the time. You rob Peter to pay Paul. You can't solve a problem by creating a problem. You can, but it's not wise. So you need to slowly, 15 minutes at a time, ratchet your sleep time earlier, just by 15 minutes. It won't cause body shock and that hangover weird feeling you get when you try to, you can't go from waking up at 11 or noon and then try to be a 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. person. Doing it slowly, 15 minutes at a time, until you're comfortable going to sleep 15 minutes earlier and waking 15 minutes earlier, and then do 15 minutes more until you adjust to that. 15 minutes more until you're at the time that you wish to wake up. Now, everybody works a different schedule, and there is no magic witching hour, 4 a.m., 8 a.m., 6 a.m., that's going to make you a millionaire and totally fit and super smart. There is no magic to which hour you pick. The point of putting priority on your morning versus priority on your evening and how that will make you healthier, wealthier, and wiser is for several different reasons. The biology of how our body works, getting quality sleep at night, rising to the sun, especially if you go outside early in the morning, get that bright light in your eyes. That is how we are naturally physiologically wired. You can reset your circadian rhythm, your sleep cycle, by going camping with no alarms or anything. Just camp for about 5 to 7 days. And the setting and rising of the sun will reset your sleep cycles, because we have cells behind our eyeballs that are actually part of our brain that recognize bright light. And it's the balance between blue and yellow light, and the lux of the light, which is how much light, and no bright indoor light can compare to the sun. That tells us when to rise, and our cortisol naturally rises early in the day on that natural earth rhythm to wake us up. And the sunrise, going out and seeing the sunrise not only wakes you up, it provides you dopamine and the things that we don't have time. We don't have time to take care of ourselves, to do those healthcare things that need to be done in a day, to exercise, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, tai chi, yoga, something light, a little bit of weight training, anything, exercise, go and take a walk. We don't have time. We don't have time to read, to educate ourselves, to expand our brain, to work on our cognition, to invest in ourselves and to educate ourselves, to self-educate, to expand our skills, to work on our hobbies and expand our creativity, to listen to or read something informational and educational, to learn about something you're needing to learn to help solve the problem that you're facing in your life, or the situation that you're facing in your life and in your mood. That's to work on you and work on your life, to get in all those healthy habits, to find time to meditate or relax, to restore yourself, to set yourself right, physically, mentally, emotionally, however you do that, is personal and up to you in the morning before anybody else is up, before your duties and responsibilities start calling your name, work emails, and the telephone starts ringing and people start showing up and the kids wake up and need to be fed and everything all the adulting needs to start happening. You don't have time in a day, and you may intend to do it after work in the evening, but by then you're exhausted. And how often do those basic healthcare things get taken care of? You have time to take care of yourself. You're more inclined to take care of yourself because you're fresh out of bed, you have a fresh slate and no one bothering you. So you have time, you have made the time, because we all get 24 hours and they get filled really fast. If you wake up a little bit earlier, you make time you didn't have before, and you can add in self-care, exercise, movement, nutrition. You can make your meals for the day, make your meals for the week. You can get in those things that don't fit into your life, that you need into your life to be healthy in long term, into your life. Stress reduction, all of those things. Plus it better fits our biological clock than staying up all night, late into the night with all the tech on and waking up in the middle of the day. If you have an off work schedule, you can try blackout curtains and making sure you're off the tech 90 minutes before bed, turn down the lights, cool down your room, try to artificially set up an appropriate sleep sanctuary and make it appear to be the appropriate time for your body clock and body signals to go to sleep. And when you wake, do the things that are important to do when you first wake up. Drink water, get bright light, step outside and get bright light in your eyes. Move, exercise. You can still have a routine, a morning routine that starts before your obligations start, that is going to improve your health and your wisdom, no matter what time your morning is. You can mimic the biological necessities with blackout curtains and watching your light exposure and things like that. And as long as you wake prior to your life doing adulting responsibilities, you give yourself extra time. And that is how it will make you healthy and wise. Wealth, well, that's a little more up in the air, but it will make you more likely to be wealthy than being a night owl. But why? Why is that the case? Okay. Are you going to be attending to business in the morning? Are you going to be attending to business at night? Pushing yourself forward, educating yourself, learning skills, getting yourself in the best possible cognition and constitution at night? Or are you going to be chilling out on the couch watching Netflix until 3 o'clock in the morning? or out at a bar partying with your friends. What activities we really honestly do late at night? By and large, we are not doing self-improvement, self-healing, growth, health, education activities. We're doing relaxation, entertainment, socializing activities late into the night. And that robs us of time in the morning to fit in things that will make us healthy. Adds stress because we have robbed ourselves of sleep and we're waking up into a panic. We don't have time to stress reduce. We don't have time to even get ourselves organized for the day. We don't have time to plan our meals, so we're eating crap. And we don't have time to educate ourselves to find a way to improve our financial situation. We're exhausted. We're not thinking clearly. We're not working with our biology. And the more sound and resolute your mind and your body and your stress levels, the better you feel, the better choices you will make. You won't be compensating for feeling so crappy by blowing a bunch of money. You'll make more conscious, wise decisions with your finances based on what you have learned. You could learn about investing. You could learn about financial choices that would be more beneficial to you during your morning reading and educating, and just being of more sound mind and body and feeling will cause you to do less splurge for emotional and physical betterment. You want to feel better, so you're blowing through your money and you're just not thinking clearly. You're fuzzy-headed because you're tired and you're stressed and you're scattered and you forgot your lunch. So now you got to go buy lunch when you have a ton of food at home and half of it's going to rot and going to waste anyway. We throw away and waste a lot of food in this country. And so it just makes more sense depending on what your priorities are. Even though the onus of being wealthier, you will be wealthier. You will be wealthier because you'll make more sound financial judgment decisions when you are clear, rested, de-stressed, and organized. You'll just be more sensible all the way around. And that includes in your finances. So you'll do less loose and senseless spending. So you will be a little bit wealthier naturally. If you become ultra wealthy, that's kind of the onus is kind of on you and what you do with that time. If you have some special skill or talent that you can go entrepreneurial with, if you have some side hustle you could sell, the time to do that is also in the morning, to put in the hours toward a side job or searching for a better job. All those type of things that are going to improve your finances and self-education and other things like that. But the onus of pulling that one off is largely on you. You could do that in the evening too, but again, by the time the evening rolls around, we are exhausted from adulting. We are under stress hits that have come at us all day long. No matter how good our intentions were, we just want to enjoy our life, have fun, socialize, relax, zone out. Whatever it is that we do after hours is not productive, often not healthy, and not going to, even if it's productive in a different kind of way, like having friendships and relaxing and stuff. You can fit that into your morning, and you can fit all the rest of these stuff if you want to be healthier, less stressed, more organized, more productive, more controlled and thoughtful in your decisions and approach to life, more mindful and conscientious, which will help you be more wealthy because you will do less frivolous spending, and you can educate yourself about finances and improve your cognition for the long run. And you can make choices that are good for you and have time to do so and the energy to do so if you wake up in the morning, or at least a chunk of time ahead of your adult responsibilities before your day begins. You create your time to become healthy, wealthy, and wise, versus waking up, doing your adulting all day, intending all those good things in the evening, and come home and flop on the couch because you're done and you just can't do it anymore. And then you binge watch a series of Netflix and pass out. I always have these good intentions after work. Don't happen. I eat some food, which you're not supposed to do within 3 hours of sleep. By the way, this is a do as I say, not as I do. I eat. I take off my work uniform, set up for the next day, coffee pot and uniform and etc. to make it morning easier on myself. And then I go feed my cat and go directly to sleep. All about a half an hour of wind down time, write up some intentions for the morning, and I'm out. And again, you can't or shouldn't solve one problem by creating another problem. Don't jeopardize and take away from your sleep to carve out 15 minutes to a half an hour to an hour or two to yourself before life demands you and demands your attention. You have to go to bed earlier too, and do that incrementally with 15-minute chunks. I'm sure there's a more eloquent way I could have said this, but as I said, it is early. I am early to rise, and I have not woken up all the way yet. I have had 3 big glasses of water and watched an informational podcast. And like I said, I'm about to, as soon as this is done, and we're getting close, I'm going to go out and watch the sunrise and then do my yoga and do some reading. Early to bed, early to rise makes a Homo sapien healthy, wealthy, and wise. Good morning, good day, YouTube.